What's going on, everyone? I know it's been some time. I just did a live on accident like 3 times, and I went through my whole spiel on like the third one. But this time I'm just going to record it. I deleted the other ones. If you already listened in, awesome. Thank you. I'm just going to do this again as a real actual video and just post it. So anyway, thank you for joining us. I know this is kind of off the cuff. I just got off work. I wanted to jump in, do a little bit of news. Not going to show my face today because my camera's kind of stashed away, and we're just going to share the screen. We're going to talk about the San Diego Comic-Con announcements and have a little bit of a discussion on them. Before we do, let me just get a little bit out of the way. As you've noticed, we haven't been posting a lot of Party Wagon podcast content. We kind of ran into a small situation where I was sick and then Steven was sick, and then Steven's having some family stuff going on right now. So let's all keep Steven in our thoughts. It's very serious, and Steven's fine. It's just family, and I want everybody to make sure they send him their well wishes and keep them and his family in their thoughts while he takes care of a lot of that stuff. In the meantime, I'm going to try to get creative. Life's been busy. I haven't been able to get stuff out there, but I'm going to try to figure some stuff out, kind of like this, and we'll talk about it. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about the first announcement that we all knew was already coming, because we already knew that Kino on his bike was coming. We all knew it was going to be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive because Ernie Reyes Jr. said it in his Instagram stories. If you didn't know that, you got to join the Party Wagon. We all talked about it. We all know it's a thing. Probably talked about it on the podcast. I don't remember. But anyway, here's what we got. We've got a cool box. Looks like pizza. Roy's Greenwich Village. Mad Hatter said it's called Greenwich Village. He lives in California. He doesn't know shit. It's Greenwich. Near Greenwich. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, we're getting Kino with his scooter. We're getting some extra items in on this. I saw some people in the Party Wagon talking about how they hate that we're kind of getting forced into getting extra items we probably don't want. But in the past, if you really think about it, when you ordered on NECA's website, you got a bundle, the Channel 6 news bundle that we got, a t-shirt and all, a poster and all that stuff on top of it. I don't remember if they made you get that with the musical mutagen tour, but I got mine in store, so I'm unsure. But regardless, we get some cool things. We're going to get the Kino. We're going to get what looks like an Employee of the Month photo. I don't know if it's signed or not. I'm assuming it's not because they probably had to make a ton of these. But we're getting a fun little sign. I don't have any use for it. Looks like we're getting a Roy's Pizza. I'm assuming a magnet. I don't think it's going to be a sticker. We'll probably get a cool magnet. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm assuming that's also maybe a notepad or something with the bike on, or sorry, with the moped on it. I don't know what that is, but then we're also getting something that is a clothing item. Might be a white t-shirt, or it might be like a smock or something to put on yourself to not get paint or pizza sauce on you. I don't know, but we're getting a cool little box there. Next image is going to show you another angle of it, but pretty excited about that. Zero word on if Kino is going to be released outside of this or if he's going to be released without the bike. There's been no confirmation on any of that, but the good news is if you've seen Kino, it looks awesome. I didn't have that prepped up and ready to go, but we can go ahead and do that anyway. See if Ernie Reyes Jr. comes right up. There he is, the man. Boom. Now we're looking at it. That is the figure in hand. I think that looks pretty damn good, to be completely honest with you. That's a really good likeness. We've got some weird double hinged knees. Bottom part of the knee looks good. The top part of the knee into the thigh, not so good in my opinion. But he's probably going to be standing most of the time anyway, or at least standing next to his bike. So I think that's a pretty good looking figure. Let me know what you think in the comments if we're talking about all things Kino. Now, the good one, or the big surprise. We got the TMNT 3 Turtles coming as a 4-pack exclusive for San Diego Comic-Con. Now, there's no word if any of these are going to be available on site. They're probably going to be, the Kino is going to probably be there on site, and then we're most likely going to see these as an order now. We'll ship them later. In the past, you're looking at a 3 to 4 month ship time. We got the Channel 6 news pack, the Premutation pack. Those were usually sent out October, November probably. I think some people got theirs a little later. But just be patient on those. With these ones, you're definitely going to want to pick up probably 2 sets if they're not limited. these are going to be great figures, mixed media, a little bit of cloth, plastic, looking great. A huge shout out to Yes Have Some Podcast, also known as Toy Anxiety. They're the ones that were able to break this story with Trevor earlier today. Huge shout out to Craig with that team for reaching out to me prior to for the Party Wagon kind of stuff. Let's build up that hype. Thank you so much, Craig, if you're listening. That's awesome, and thanks for kind of letting us get in on this little bit of the announcement. You know what I mean? Like, we were a very small part just trying to help promote. So thanks again for that. What I do know is there's going to be 3 scepters in this, not 4. There's going to be 3 scepters because that's what was in the movie, I believe. There's only 3 that existed. That's as per Trevor. The head sculpts are going to be just like the actual head sculpts in the movie, and he did mention, Trevor, as he mentioned, that they're going to have kind of some deep in-cut eye holes underneath the bandanas. That's part of the sculpt because that's how they looked in the movie. So they're going to be movie accurate, which is really cool. One thing that I missed a little bit on, but you might have heard it or didn't hear it, but he said that they had sculpted angry faces for the 1990 Turtles, and they're going to include them in this box set. Now, I don't know if they're going to be included for this specific set of Turtles, and maybe we'll be able to put on the angry heads and change the helmets and put them on there and they'll fit, or if these are going to be like a small little accessory that's going to be added into your already existing 1990 Turtles that they just want to pack in, and this is the best way they can get them out there instead of doing a whole new accessory pack. Unsure about that, but regardless, I'm really excited because if you think about it, the end of the first Turtles movie when they're yelling and they're going after Shredder, spoilers if you haven't watched it in the past 33 years, they all yell and they kind of have some angry expressions on them. I think that's cool. I think we're missing that. We're missing that expressive anger for our photos. So I'm pretty hyped to get those if that's going to be a 1990 sculpt for those Turtles. So I'm pretty excited about that. Outside of that, that's really all I had here today. I just want to do a fun, quick video. Thank you all for joining us. Please stick around. We're going to try to keep some stuff coming. Huge shout out to everybody that does watch us. And I never do it, but share these out, subscribe, like, do whatever you want, comment on it. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We just do this for fun. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. We don't make any money on this. You probably know this. Even if we had like 40,000 subscribers, you make like $70 a month usually on that much. It's not much, regardless of that. But I like reading the comments. I like having conversations in the comments, just like I do in the group. So if you ever want to comment, you're not in the Facebook group, you don't follow me on Instagram, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. I do enjoy reading the comments and responding and stuff like that. So if you have anything to say, please go ahead, shoot it down there. And then hopefully Steven and I can get to some content here soon. But thank you again for joining. Have a great rest of your day or evening, depending on when you're watching this. Take care.